This is Comic Burrito, a podcast, and I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Nick.
And we're talking
This Week in
Comics. Yeah, This Week in Comics.
There it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow, This Week in Comics.
This Week in Comics.
It covers up Nick more than I meant. But
I'm not even looking right now.
No,
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
That's not too bad. Once you're
I'm
not
okay with
like
that.
on the bottom third of your
I
screen.
just have to be like, I got to be like ready for it.
Yeah.
And not doing other shit, so I can be like, bam. Although
Yeah.
one of these times I feel like I'm gonna go like this, and it's gonna be something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
It's gonna
something
pop up.
Burrito penis.
Just
So,
a
yeah.
big old burrito.
I don't know who wants to start us off.
Since I picked a book with a color in it, I'll start.
Oh, also, hi, 1-2. What's up? Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, that's that AWA book.
Yeah, Red Borders. This is the final book. This is written by Jason Starr, art by Will Conrad, colors by Ivan Nunes, and letters by our boy Sal Cipriano.
Whoa. Hey, Sam King. Hey, King Paul. What?
So this is the fourth book in the series, and it is the final.
Womp. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
really
the
enjoyed
AWAs
this
are
book.
short and sweet, and it leaves you wanting more, which is genius.
This book goes
Oh,
a way that you expect it to go, and then it's slightly different than at least I expected it to be.
A little bit,
And
yeah.
Then it ends a little bit quicker than I wanted it to. I would say if I have one flaw with the overall book, I think it could have dealt with like one more book, but then it also sets it up for what's next if they want to go with the next. I think this is
It does definitely. It definitely leaves it somewhat open, but it kind of finished. Like
Yeah, it can be
It
done.
could definitely go either way, which is nice. I like that.
right, yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I dig it.
I have
I'm
not
sad.
read. I know you guys are both into that. I haven't read any of those yet.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that when the trade comes out, this is a perfect book to read in a trade.
Sure.
I think it does a very good deal. I mean,
I think all AWA ones are kind of like that. They're
Yeah.
all going to be really good trades to have.
I kind of thought, like, I've bought a few of them, and I've really, like, don't get me wrong, I've loved Hotel, and I really liked Devil's Highway, and Bad Mother 1 and 2 I really liked, but all of them, it was like, there's just so many that it's like, I kind of have to wait for the bulk order kind of thing
It's fair.
for the trades. Mine, I'm still going back and forth on a couple,
Pick one you're for sure about.
yeah.
but, well, all right.
There's
well,
one. There's
you've
one
got
you're
one
for
for sure.
sure picking.
There's one we're for sure about because I bought 2 copies of it. Because I mean, it's Scotty Young, and I don't know. Maybe I'll use it as trade bait for an ice cream man or something. Who knows?
I mean, that is a way cooler cover than the
What's
A
crazy?
cover.
I mean,
I disagree.
I'm kind of surprised Scotty Young went so dark, so much black on that, because obviously he's the one that looks like the guy in the gimp suit. Because Scotty Young.
No, this is Scotty.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
man. You could barely tell.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell. And I really like Scotty Young, and I really like this cover. I really like this, and with the story that's inside this book,
It fits it better.
it's so good. So yeah, if
But they're
I were,
both killers. They're both awesome.
Yeah, they're both good because the inside's the same too. But yeah, I was a little nervous going into 7 just because the first arc was so good, and I wasn't sure exactly how they would keep up. But I think it's gonna be still pretty good.
If you enjoyed the first arc, highly recommend. And honestly, if you read the first arc and you're not getting this, who are you?
The only thing is trade waiter, but
No, but,
I originally-
but then still, it looks like it's still going to be good.
And I've had a few people tell me that like they weren't into the art and stuff of this book, and I like in general, and
That's
if this keeps going the way it's going, this might beat out Descender as like my favorite artwork book piece, which is my number 1. So it's a big deal. There's at least 2 or 3 pages in number 7 that like turned the page, and I like audibly went like, oh yeah, like like oh look at that, you know. Like it's just there's a couple really good pages in there. So
yeah, I know when we talked about Volume 1, my biggest thing was the way that Volume 1 ended, I was kind of sad because maybe we don't see a character I really liked. And
Sure.
I think that this pretty much takes off running.
yeah, it's pedal to the floor. They're just chugging right along. I don't foresee, like, some comics will get a little dip.
Yeah, there's
and
definitely no weird pretzel eating in this issue, so
That's true.
So I'm a bit cooler on it because of that.
Yeah, I forgot about that, and now I think instead of that book, I will pick.
I gotta switch it now.
And it just dropped out. It just lost place. No, that's an easy pick.
Speaking of Descender, just real quick, because I love Mars Attacks. We haven't really talked about this.
I love Mars Attacks.
I picked up a book that I've never picked up before, which is Red Sonja.
Well,
and Dustin Nguyen did a variant cover for it. This is such a crazy combination of things.
Was that this week?
That was this week.
Is it just like a?
It's good.
What is that, like issue?
I like the Mars Attack part
17?
a lot. No, it's number one. It's
like a one. Is it a one shot?
No, it's a continuing. It'll be like a little mini series because it's one of their like mashup IP things that Dynamite does.
I'm gonna buy the trade.
But it's got a Dustin Nguyen variant cover.
Oh, it's just a variant cover. Oh, well,
yeah, no, he doesn't do the art. It's just a
Oh.
variant cover, which just when you said Descender, I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Dustin Nguyen art come out of nowhere, and I was not expecting. I'm like, they got Dustin Nguyen to do a cover for this, and I'm like, the art's good.
Sure.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry. My actual pick, we're gonna do.
No, that's your pick now.
I mean, there could be worse things in the world. Because it's not a bad book. It's just I've never read a Red Sonja book in my life, and there it is.
Me either.
I am going to pick a publisher as my pick because they put out
Here we go.
They put out 3 number 1s today. Brooklyn Gladiator, Sun Eater, and
I've heard of that.
or at least I picked up 3 number 1s. I'm pretty sure they were from today. And what's the other one? Fishkill. Fishkill. Hey Whack, hey Kane, hey Superhero Reviews. What?
Superior.
Superior, but I'm saying superhero because he's a superhero reviewer. He is a super superior reviewer. Yeah, so those 3 number 1s I checked out today, they're pretty nuts. If you've read God Killer from Black Mask,
I own it.
I own it. I read it. I own it, but I haven't.
I haven't read it. But I do own it.
Brooklyn Gladiator has a strong vibe from that, which is pretty cool, but it's also like it's pretty drugged out in a really weird way, but it's really good. And then the other 2 are good too, Fishkill and Hindsight. And then their Virus imprint, because they're just doing a lot, had where are they? I didn't write them down because they weren't even in my list.
Oh, they got a
Is Brooklyn Gladiator anything like Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Not even fucking close.
Bummer. Game Paul says Fishkill was not this week.
It wasn't this week. Okay. Well, it was new to me. And then Virus, there was Namobots, and the Angels want to eat my wear my red shoes. And Hindsight too, which Hindsight from them is just fucking rad. That's maybe, I think that's my favorite one. And that's number 2 just came out. So yeah, anyways, Heavy Metal Magazine and their imprint Virus. That's my pick. I'm picking 6 comics.
That's
Proud
fair.
of you.
I'm
for
the
narrowing it
ultimate
down.
Nick.
What's up, Lost?
Hey, Lost. Hey, Oscar, Chris, Crosker.
Kane Paul.
I'll
he
just get
says
the elephant out of the
wasn't
room.
this
Oh,
week.
Cane Ball said Fishkill wasn't this week. Thanks.
Yeah.
Cane Ball.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear the Cane Paul part. Oh, what's that? Is that something that came out this week?
Batman
Also-
3 Jokers.
Did you spend $15 on it?
I did.
I almost did. I probably had that one in my hand, Cole.
I mean, if we're being
I did
honest,
use hand sanitizer, so you should be good.
I also got the A cover.
Of course you did.
Comes with
Hey,
you-
Mr. Philadelphia
of course you
2
bought
covers.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, but those were extra. They were like $8.99, $6.99, $6.99.
Yeah.
This is written by Jeff Johns, art by Jason Fabach, colors by Brad Anderson, letters by Rob Lee. Yeah, we all got the playing card.
It was really good.
Sam asked that. I mean, this is
It should
very.
have been in there.
Yeah, I didn't check this one because it's in the special one, but it is in the back of this one. I know Sam King just asked about it.
Yeah, mine was loose, but in the back, and I heard other people saying that theirs had like a sticky thing that it was stuck to the back.
There's an indent in the back of the book. Like if you look at the back of the back cover, there's an indent where you see that card.
Mine
it seems like
raised.
it should fit in there, but maybe it fell out. Mine was loose too.
Okay.
I'm going to say that this
on the
book
flap makes me
is very reminiscent of Jeff Johns' like Earth 1 stuff, which is not bad at all.
For sure.
That was a killer book. I really enjoyed this. This is the most stoked I've been for Batman in the year 2020.
Cool.
It's up there. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give it that, but it's up.
Well, I mean, it's for me. That's
Yeah,
how I feel.
for sure.
Yeah. That's a
I was just trying to think of what I was just trying to think of what it's
$15.99 at our store.
Yeah, I don't know what
$6.99 or whatever.
I know a lot of people were selling it for $30 online. I saw it. Nick said it was 15.
That's why I almost
and I was like,
15. I saw most of them for not sold, but for sale on eBay for $25 to $30.
Yeah.
And so when I went there and when they had it for 15, it was like shoot. But they have some other ones like the designer cover and like stuff from their Dark Designs and even Joker where they were doing the covers where they were pretty competitive and like they still have them. So I figured they had 2 and cover corner with Nick and Cole. Yeah, they had 2 and it was like, oh, maybe next week when it's light, if they still have one, I'll grab one. But
I would say that if you like Batman in the slightest, get this book.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Killing Joke or just Batman history in general.
Or like Death in the Family.
Yeah, all the like big hitters. Like the 3 main Joker stories of all time. Into
the 60s Batman.
Perfect.
Love it.
It is perfect.
Full of shark repellent in this issue.
And is there gonna be 4 of these? 3 of these?
I think 3.
3 of these. Yeah. I like
could
that
be wrong.
I think it's got to be 3, right?
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Come on. It's called 3 Jokers.
Well, he said he thought it was going to be 4. I didn't know.
No, I know.
No, I was just fucking around. They
7.
I could see them like throwing in like they did with the
files,
the Killer Smile, yeah, where they're like, oh, here's a one shot to go along with it too.
The 3 Robins,
yeah,
to
the
go
3
with
penguins for Nat.
Oh man, there was a joke in this that the Joker told that I was like, hell yeah,
the
Jeff
DeVito
Johns
triple
can make a good joke.
I remember like 1 or 2, but I don't remember thinking they were good.
I mean, it's just, well, that's the thing. The Joker isn't supposed to have great jokes.
No, yeah, I remember it being kind of like a dad joke. So that's probably
it is.
That's the one that you're probably thinking of.
Yep.
Sold over 300,000 copies of pre-order.
Oh, that's intense.
It's pretty good. My shop.
I've never heard of Jeff Johns, but apparently he's good.
I've never heard of him. Apparently, in order to get the premium variant covers, you had to order at least 50 copies of those premium covers. So my shop didn't get them, and that's why I ended up with the A cover, because I was going to get the other one. But that's why they sold so many, because they had those incentives for that. It's smart play, and it's hopefully the shops sell them and people are buying them.
I read it years ago, which is weird.
Earth
They're
1?
2 different books.
What? The art is eerily similar.
I know. I had to look up if Jason Fabach did it.
A different, yeah.
Yeah, he just used the style of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very good.
And the 9 panels.
Oh my god!
There were a few 9 panels.
And then like some 8 panels and 7 panels. They were like very paneled. It was a very panely book.
Well, since we were talking cover corner, anyways,
Do I need to put it back up?
this you can. This one won't take long,
Okay.
because I need to reread the story anyways. But this is probably my favorite cover that I picked up today. Was the variant for the 4th and I believe final The Question book.
Did you hear what the A cover looks like?
From Jeff and
Lamar.
Lamar and Dennis Cohen, Bill, oh boy,
Yep.
and Chris Sotomayor.
Sotomayor.
Book 4. This was a pretty cool book for somebody that doesn't know The Question very well, other than like Rorschach is kind of based on him. Really, really enjoyed that series. But I need to reread it all together because I read this and it was like this seems like final and done and everything, but it was like I was having trouble recalling everything that happened, which was a lot.
The 3rd issue of that came out pre-quarantine, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, like I set that one aside and I was like, I'm gonna read.
I haven't read that yet because I'm like, yeah, I got to go through all of it. It's been
I really enjoy Denny's artwork in this, so I wanted to
at least.
I was more reading it for that because it was like I'm not gonna. By the time I can get through all this again, anyways, I'm not gonna remember it anyways.
That's fair.
So I went through it and yeah, I just loved that little splash of red because it's one of those that has the kind of shinier.
It's spot UV'd.
Yeah. So it just has that cool.
That's cool.
I like that one, but that Texas Blood would be my second pick of the week for comic number 3 from Chris Condon, Jacob Phillips, Image Comics. That Texas Blood is continuing to impress me over and over and over again with really good storytelling and really good art. I love the characters that they are bringing out in all these books. The old sheriff is still like just one of my. He might be just one of my new favorite characters in general. He just sits there and he's just well.
I'm pretty sure someone complained that he said "well" too much.
Yeah, no, he couldn't say it enough for me.
The author just send him back a picture of a panel of him saying "well"?
Oh yeah, I could see Chris doing that for sure. And I was less than halfway through this book when I remembered that there is a soundtrack scanner on the last page for your Spotify playlist, and I managed to read almost 3/4 of the book.
I forgot about it once again. That's 3 for 3. I forgot.
I was so happy. I had not hit the center page yet, and I was like, wait!
Hey, that's better than me. I keep realizing it at the end. Because I really wish they would put it on the fucking beginning of the book.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
The next 3 issues, or up to issue 6, is going to be the same playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't remember it, though. I want it to be like, play your playlist.
I mean, I listen to this playlist as like normal music now.
Hey, we're all in this together, Oscar and Sam. I usually do it on rereads, and then I'm like, this would have been cool that first time.
They got some Grateful Dead on this one.
Comic book. When I'm done, talking about this book.
Okay, pause there. It's my turn now.
I mean, we don't really spoil stuff.
We don't spoil anyways, but
you don't have to go away because we don't spoil anything. That's kind of the whole thing. The only thing we spoiled,
like idiot, right?
It was that don't forget to go to the back page and scan for your playlist.
Yeah.
Whoa. But it's also the same as the last one. That might be a spoiler, but it says 2 through 6 if you listen to it last time.
Yeah, but there's more. You don't listen to the whole playlist.
I just listen to it while I'm driving.
It only took me like 2 or 3 songs to read the whole book, so there's more songs on there.
Yeah.
For my second one, I'm going to also go with an AWA book that is also on their 4th, but he's going to throw up the cover before I can, and it's going to be...
I'll wait for you. You'll do it, and then I'll throw up paper.
It's on its 4th one, but it is out of 5. It's Year Zero.
Oh,
That's not
Oh, that's
AWA.
not AWA. It's I got to it first.
Yeah, Year Zero, which man,
Yeah.
that cover game is strong with this book.
The next one's gonna be my favorite.
Fifth is
Oh,
Street
that
Fighter.
next one is so tight. The little surfer dude.
Yeah. with the
So this is
stuff in it.
this is by AWA. It's Year Zero, number 4. It's Benjamin Percy is the writer. Ramon Rosanas is the artist. Lee Luffridge is the colorist, and Sal Cipriano is the letterer. The letterer to the stars. This is maybe my favorite issue of Year Zero so far.
Ooh.
I really love what they're doing with each story, and each story is left on a cliffhanger, which is not a spoiler because what the fuck? I could almost explain it, and you're like, it's my favorite issue, but it also is almost completely unnecessary because I just need 5 now.
Yeah.
If 4 and 5 were one double big issue, I think it would have made me happier because now I'm just like, okay, we're right at the end of all these stories, and they're very obvious, like, hey, we're almost there. And they're just like, we're giving you like this much more information, but really you need the next bit to be able to finish it all up. And I'm just like, fuck you guys. Like, I wish I didn't read this. I wish I would have read 4 and 5 together because this is really rough.
I have not read it yet. Should I wait? Should I wait and read the whole thing?
It's worth it.
I would.
I mean, I don't know,
would.
man. Like the bunker guy story continues to impress me.
That is okay. No, there is a couple of things in there worth reading. So I would read it.
I kind of have to reread from 1 anyways. So I can either do that now or I can do it when 5.
Yeah,
I would say wait till 5 to do that.
Year Zero season 2 is happening, but they said that it's going to be a different group of stories.
So
it'll be in the world, but we won't have the same people and stuff. So that's cool. It's season 2 the same.
I like that it's expanding. Maybe
it's how Heroes, the TV show, was supposed to be in the beginning, because Heroes was going to be, each season was going to be a new group of heroes. But then the writer's strike happened for season 2. Oops. So they just kept going with the same people, and it went super downhill because it was never the intention of the show. It was supposed to be like that was supposed to be the story of those people, and then we're moving on. So but then they would still show up kind of throughout, and that's what I hope they're going to do with this. New characters, and every once in a while you might catch a glimpse on the outer edges of like these characters that we knew before, or have them like interact somewhat. But then the main characters change each time, which I love that way. It doesn't get stale. Then you're always like in something new. It doesn't get boring. While staying in the same universe, because I really like the world and I like what they're setting up. I just I want
to make a bold prediction on here. I think we might have been introduced to a character that will be in season 2.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's
maybe even 2 characters.
Yeah, there could be actually a couple of them. Because I could see it being more minor characters take over and carry the ball. Which is also a cool idea. But yeah, so I'm very excited for 5.
Yeah.
I'm worried with the season 2 they're going to leave things too cliffhangery, but I think they'll button things up that need to be buttoned up. So
yeah, and I mean,
I got faith.
And who knows? Maybe like season 2 will just be all bunker guy all the time.
Yeah.
It's just they just call it Bunker Guy.
Year Zero.
If they made that book,
it's a new ongoing.
That'd be what a spinoff. They'd be geniuses if they did that.
It could start like 5 years before Year Zero.
When everyone's just like, "You're an idiot."
It's just a slice of life book for like 50 issues.
It's the only AWA book that gets to triple digits.
Yeah, it's 50 issues of just Bunker Guy being Bunker Guy, but pre-bunker.
No, he'd have to be building the bunker.
Yeah, it's all the build up to the bunker.
And then it's 50 issues of him living in the bunker
before it's necessary.
And then it's 5 years of 50 issues post bunker.
Give me that 150 run of Bunker, yeah.
Let's do it.
Bunker boy. Give me that BB. Cool, so that's my number 2. That's actually like my 7th pick.
Grit.
Hey, that's a book. That's very
My
good.
number 2 is Grit from Scout Comics.
Yeah.
It is written by Brian Wickman, illustration by Kevin Castanerio. Man, I'm bad at reading. Colorist is Simon Goat, and letters by Micah Myers. I have really enjoyed this book. It's like a little guy that hunts some monsters and stuff. And Nick is a bunker guy.
Yeah, he is. He would love that.
But yeah, this has been fun. I really like the art in this. And I mentioned this when I talked about the first issue. They do a lot of stuff where there's like weird stuff coming out of the panels where like if let's say he chops somebody's head, there's like splatter that almost looks like blood splatter that goes off the panel.
Not that he would do that or anything.
Huh?
Not that he would do that or anything.
No, yeah, it's just an example. Of
this is a family book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been really enjoying this. We've gotten a new character in this issue that is pretty cool and is opening some stuff to the world a little bit more. I'm not sure how long this is supposed to go. I know most Scout books are kind of like 6-issue-ish sharks from what I've seen. But then you've got books like Stabby Bunny that's like 11 issues. So I'm kind of thinking this could be bigger. It kind of reminds me of like The Witcher sort of, but like the guy isn't like handsome and like everyone hates The Witcher, right?
Most people do.
Yeah, and like, but everyone just hates. It's pretty much if The Witcher was like a weird guy that no one liked, like a grumpy old man. Maybe you get a little bit of his backstory
he's
here.
A grumpy old Witcher.
Yeah,
which is kind of The Witcher.
What up, Bearded?
He's just also like
handsome. He's handsome.
Very handsome.
Yeah, like this guy is not handsome. I would not say the guy in Grit is handsome whatsoever.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not that bad.
Hey, Bearded. I know Nick just said that, but I'm reading it.
Yeah, and I'm just going to talk about a book for a second because this book, Mega Man, does the same thing with panels where it expands out and in.
Yep.
I'm so upset that I left that on the shelf for you to buy.
You didn't get it?
There were multiples.
No.
I'm probably not going to read the second issue because
when I was there was only that one, but I was there like right away.
There was one under the one I got. So maybe somebody put one away.
When I was there, because there was another guy there, and he took it off the shelf and was like, "Ooh, this is cool." And I was like, "That is cool." And he's like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "No, it's okay."
Hey, Nat. Yeah, I think that there was a cartoon show before this, and if you didn't watch it, maybe this doesn't make sense because of that.
It's fine.
That's right. Cole is
kind of weird, but it's fine.
Maybe I don't like nostalgia stuff as much as I think I should.
Maybe.
There should have been more reasons before this, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Dude, I'm still mad at you for that thing that you did.
Incoming mustache joke from Nat, I'm sure.
He also, you're also super blurry tonight.
Yeah, which is very pixelated now. It happened during his rant. He started talking about Grit and he got censored.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Somebody's trying to shut you down or something. No, that's fine. I was
just, gun. Oh. That's actually much better. That's actually much better. That's weird.
I'll do it like 6 more times.
It's like windshield washing.
So are we ready for my final pick? Is that what we're doing now? Oh man.
So mustache Cole is better. See? There it is.
Yeah, we all look better pixelated. That's so book of the week. I did not expect this to be my top pick of the week. It probably wouldn't have been in my top 3 for even like most anticipated to read. But I was running low on time and I knew it was one that you guys probably weren't going to read right away either. So I read it just in case it could be an easy pick that I wouldn't have to fight anyone over. And Wind 3 was so good this week. Stuff actually happened this time.
I don't believe you.
No,
Some stuff happens.
Some stuff happened, and it was good stuff that I liked and enjoyed a lot.
Would you say the stuff that happens is good?
Well, not for the people that it happened to, or the characters that it happened to. But it was good for the sake of the book for sure, because finally there's some forward momentum here. Enough forward momentum that I had to remind myself that there's only 2 more issues, because
Isn't there only 4?
I thought there was 5. But
You guys can keep being one off from each other tonight.
maybe now I kind of want to know, because I thought there was 4, and then somebody at Comic Signal today was like, no, there's 5. So unless somebody in the comments knows,
yes, Nat. 1 and 2 have all been set up.
All.
Yes.
Mostly. I mean, it's been a lot of world building and
That's set up.
And yeah, but I mean stuff like
And
happens.
character building.
Character
You
building.
mean everything that you
Not
would
really a
call
lot of
set up.
action.
Or
I mean, like he ran through the street.
Backstories.
he ran fast once.
That was cool. Yeah, he did some running and like
He had a dream.
There was nice art panels of running. That's true.
Yeah,
The running looks great.
beautiful.
This is why I'm not reading 3. I'm going to wait till it's all out, and I'm going to read it like it was written.
I think if you were to
pick.
I think if you were to read 1 through 3, you would be pretty happy with what you have.
I'll read 1 through 4. I'm almost there, or 1 through 5, I guess. It depends on who's right.
I'm trying to find it still. Oh, it's going to be all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, you missed running, Matt.
You
You gotta get out this book because you don't read the Flash, so you have a lack of running in a lot of your comics.
YND artwork is still awesome.
It's still awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Also, Southern Comic Geek, we did talk 3 Jokers already.
Yeah, that was
And I would maybe agree that it is Book of the Week.
Yeah, it'd probably be my pick of the week. But I had a couple that you didn't have, so it was easy to.
But it's up there for me. But
Wind number. I don't like that. I can't just find on their website. Boom sometimes has really weird. Like I can't just find an easy thing on their website about this comic and like what the issues are, like when they're coming out.
We'll come back to Nick.
We'll figure it out. Todd, you gotta
with his weird update on.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah.
On Wind. Our Wind correspondent Nick will be back live with us.
It's gonna wind.
It's windy out.
It's gonna wind.
You get 7 points for that one, Nick.
It's gonna win. This is tough. I read like 13.
I found it. 3 of 5.
Okay. So I'm over halfway from waiting. So I might as well just wait. Okay. So I read like 13 books today because there's a lot of books that came out. I have like 7 honorable mentions because a lot of really good stuff came out.
You already picked 6.
I know, exactly. So for my 8th/3rd pick of the week, I am going to go with Le Rouge Planet. It's Rogue Planet. It is from the Oni Press, and it is written by Cullen Bunn, illustrated by Andy McDonald, colored by Nick Filardi, who does quite a bit, and lettered by Crank. Sorry, I spiked some mics there.
That's a cool center page.
It's a Yelp. Preview says 5. It's 5. Man, see, we didn't need Nick.
Yeah, we got the guys in the field.
Which is a weird sentence I say every week.
Yeah, but that would be 10 issues because they're like double long, so it's still a weird size.
It's one big graphic novel that's cut into fifths. Rogue Planet keeps delivering to me. It's really creepy, but also actiony, so it's really fun. It's good art. I don't want to dig too deep into it. If you're reading it, shit's still weird. But it's a really good weird. If you really like Alien not so much Alien. It's got an Alien vibe, but it's way more Aliens than Alien because it's action heavy as well.
Yeah.
It's less Ripley than I would maybe like. I would like it to slow down maybe soon, which I think it is. I think it's about to slow down and become much more like Alien, a little more creepy, a little bit slower horror, which I'm excited for because this is. Do we know how many issues of Rogue Planet we're getting?
I thought there was only going to be 5 or 6, but
it's a limited series, right?
I don't think it's on the Diamond page.
Correspondence in the field. If anybody has this answer,
Hoser should know this.
All of my Rogue Planets are on back order, says Sam King. That fucking sucks. How many Rogue Planets are on back order?
4?
They're on 4. Does that mean you have 4 issues of Rogue Planets on back order?
Why are they on back
order?
order?
The digital Illuminati keeps strengthening with everybody having issues like constantly, and I'm just like, it just keeps happening.
He might have gotten in late though.
Maybe. The benefits of being able to add my pull list digitally.
Well, he's just, I don't know if he's pulled digitally.
No, but he's got it on his app, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's just one more thing. It's just one more thing that's like digital is great. You're just probably still getting physical, which is fine. I get physical too, but I love my digital comics. I didn't have to leave the house today.
I'm showing that there's a 5th issue, and that is at least the end of the first arc.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
There was a foil variant for number 1.
Ooh, pretty. So yeah, I'm still very much into it, and I will be picking up a hardcover if they put it out of this arc. It scratches a lot of like my favorite things about comics and what you can do with it. It's very psychological while also being like getting really deep into some things, and I really like it.
It's good.
No, Bearded, I don't think you understand it enough. You don't understand it enough. I'm in a very, very vocal minority, so I have to be very vocal.
I mean,
it's part of the membership that when I signed up for the Digital Illuminati, it says I have to give at least one rant a week about it.
Yeah, George Soros sends.
Let me know when the brownies will show up, and maybe I'll be there
to destroy the LCSs of the world.
Obviously.
Yeah.
If I could pick up my digital comics at an LCS, I would fucking do that.
It's all part of the plan.
Because you don't have to like go
I want to go to the outside and like stick a USB in.
Yeah.
And then, whoop! All right, thank you. And I just wave to a guy behind like a glass sheet. And it's like, God, cool. And I'm like, I love my LCS. None of my books are ever damaged until you get like a corrupted file or you have a bad USB drive.
Yeah. Or there's books now that are just viruses, and now they destroy you to ruin.
Virus comics.
Don't read it anymore.
Don't download those.
I just sung their praises. Shit.
I'll agree with this wholeheartedly.
Yeah, exactly. You do have to let everybody know. I also have to mention that you have to get it on an iPad to really enjoy it.
Which you can get at your local Apple store.
Yeah, go to the Apple store. Make sure to talk to the other hipsters there that are into digital comics, and then you can just all talk about how much you love your iPad and digital comics all together. And then you can like go have some digital comic sex behind the mall.
As people do.
As digital comics people do. It all ties through. It is like being a vegan too. Everyone's got really good things. Yeah. I really wish right now I wish I was in a CrossFit and a vegan because I could just like really delve into it. But I'm
like just start lifting tires up.
Yeah. While eating a stalk of celery and reading a digital comic.
I'm a freaking vegan.
Yes.
Flash was really good. Did you guys read that?
I have not
read it yet. I've read a lot. But
I have one slight gripe, which I won't talk about, but
shit.
I have one thing that I'm not super happy with, but
I can't believe I glossed over this one.
You missed one?
Bliss number 2.
Oh yeah. I dropped it.
It's so
I also did.
Wow, that hurts my heart. But I guess
only because you told me that you think Big Girls is better, and I should trade weight this.
I do. If I was going to choose one of those two,
I took your and I was maybe not going to take your recommendation but when I looked at how much stuff I was pulling this week, I was like, now I'm going to take your recommendation because it makes logical sense.
Yep, I did basically the same thing. I was like, I guess I'm just gonna trade weight because the first one was good, but it did not like blow me away.
Number 2 delves deeper into the story, as most number 2s do.
Really
was it just world building?
Yeah, nothing happened. Yes, that is also very good.
Is there one more, or was that the last one?
It could have been the last one.
It felt kind of.
It could have been the last one.
Also, maybe not. But that I kind of grabbed it just because Second Coming was so good that I was like, I'm gonna give them another shot.
Here, I'll hold up my stack too. Your stack, you got so many more comics than I did.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it another run.
I try to be in the $50 range, and this week I was close to
failed.
almost doubling it.
I tried to be in the $20 to $25 range.
You only doubled up on one book.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read that probably tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm gonna read probably that tomorrow. This is maybe my favorite cover of the day. I had a lot of favorite covers today.
Oh, I have a favorite cover.
Tony S. Daniel, black and white inks is super cool.
I picked up Red Sonja in this today. I feel like it feels very weird to me.
I looked up that book. Fun fact, that is like maybe the 10th volume of that book.
Yes, it is. I had no idea there was so much history in this book.
Did you see the...
I knew that tomorrow.
I knew of it existing, and I knew that there was Bomb Queen. I just have never read it. And there was like talking about like volume 5 on here, and I'm like, there's so much backstory I don't understand. Like they do a pretty good job. They do a pretty good job talking about like why it's significant and what happened in the past. But like I'm just like, there's so much meat to this. I had no idea. I thought I was just gonna read a Trump satire book and just like.
That's what I thought it was, so I'm really glad I didn't.
She's a bad guy.
You're welcome. She is a bad guy. I also had no idea.
Because there is a cover with Obama, and she said, I'm gonna bomb you, or something near or around that. Like, I know the superheroes love you, but I'm gonna bomb you.
Oh, interesting. This is it is from Shadowline Comics Image, by the way.
I don't know. Is that like Top Cow?
Yeah, it's a imprint. It's a Shadowline production.
I think I need another short box.
You can short your box.
Ooh.
Oh my! So
apparently there is a Pinterest page of Bomb Queens. There are 31 pins and 45 followers. There's a lot of boob in it.
Nice.
There was more bottom half than there was top half in this one. I'm not gonna get number 2. I think this is a This Week in Comics first, at least for me. I'm gonna be dropping a number 1 that I got from Image.
Wow. Wow. I mean, there's only 4, so I figured I'd just grab the trade if I heard good things. But.
Yeah, I might do that too if it ends up being like a thing that I should read. But like number 1 was like there was just so much going on that I wasn't invested in with what they were talking about. And then also I'm just like, I wanted it to be funnier than it is, but it really depressed me in most places because it's satiric. It satirizes the world, except it doesn't really because the world's just kind of fucked up. So it's basically like why South Park has a hard time now because the world's so fucked up. How do you like ramp it up from there? And I'm like, this is kind of vamped, but like I actually could see this being like 5-10 years from now. Like, why not? Like, shit's crazy.
Sure.
So yeah. Oh, and Dead Body Road, too. There's so much. There's so much today.
I mean, these are my 3 next books I'm going to read.
Dear Becky returns Rogue Planet. That's a good 3 right there. Mine's going to be...
Nailbiter Returns still going good? Is that...
I mean, if you like Nailbiters, I'm pretty sure you'll like Nailbiter Returns.
I would recommend finishing Nailbiters the first run, though.
Well, I picked up the first one and then I dropped it.
I know. I'm just kidding. Like,
but I think they still have. I I think they still have issue 2, and was that 3 that came out? Or 4?
4.
Yeah,
I
think it's 4.
I thought it was limited, but I saw that they're making a 7th issue, and I thought it was only supposed to be 6. So maybe it's longer.
10? Aren't most nail biters? Isn't each volume 10?
I thought it was 6 too. That's weird.
But all the nail biter trades are all.
But
10.
this is Nail Biter Returns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would think
Nail Biter was 30 issues, and yeah, each one was 10 and one was 11 because it had the hack / crossover.
The crossover. My 3 that I'm going to be reading next are Batgirl, Detective Comics, and then Flash 760.
I'm trying. I can't find.
Probably.
That pew pew was for you 2 guns, Pedro.
Oh, Nail Biter is good.
I'm going to do one thing.
Let's say tits and ass. Why we keep trying to keep it? I'm not trying to keep it classy.
I just said it's got a lot of boobs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said boobs and nip slips. I don't know. I just like nip slips.
Well, I was going to make a transition to something, but now it seems awkward.
Well, nip slips should help you transition to that.
Well, I was trying to.
So it is the miniest of Burrito's birthdays today. My daughter turned 2.
That's
why I
nice.
didn't read as many comics as I normally would.
There we go. Yay, happy birthday!
And one of my friends also had a child, so now they can duke it over birthdays.
Yeah, that's exciting. Ronald Rump. Rump.
If you want a funny one.
That sounds better to me. That's more
what
I thought I was getting.
Poser's recommendation of finger guns? Or lighthearted as finger guns?
Finger guns? It's like alienated finger guns. You know, lighthearted, happy.
It is printed on newspaper.
Is it a newsprint?
Or newsprint, yeah. And it's very good, but it's very old school.
It's a newsprint comic. Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
It's on Kickstarter. I want to say it's like $5 or $10 or something.
I think it already went.
I think it's done.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It is, but you can just. I don't know. I could still order.
Or it was on Indiegogo, I think.
There it is. That's
you can still.
That was why I didn't grab it when we were talking about it.
And stuff. You can keep going. Kickstarter, you can't go back into.
Yeah, it's no. I got it super fast. I ordered it like on a Friday, and I had it like Tuesday. It's good.
Nice. What's everyone else's favorite book of the day? Poser, spoil one of your future videos.
Yeah.
Give us your top 8 from the day.
Come back. Leave a comment down below. Smash that like if you haven't already subscribed. Hey, do it.
Elbow drop the like button.
Superman punch the bell.
Yeah. That's a thing people do. Do that.
Don't punch your computer. Just click it with a mouse.
That too. Clicking is more effective.
If you're Peppa Pig, don't feed it biscuits and jelly.
No, why would you do that?
I don't know. She tells her grandma not to put biscuits and jelly in the computer. I watch too much Peppa Pig.
Your kids too.
Jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
You know what I did today and yesterday? I watched Teen Titans Go with my daughter.
Nice.
We started watching My Little Ponies. It's too scary for a 2-year-old. Let me tell you what, boy.
Yeah, it actually is. She kept trying to tell me things. Like, it was adorable because she'd be like, do you know what Tara's powers are? Like, she was like trying to like one-up me on like Teen Titans knowledge. And sometimes I'll just like be like, what? And other times I'll give like really specific answers. And she'll just yell at me, but then also just be like, no, how did you know that? And I'm just like, oh, kid, I can't wait to open up all of the Teen Titans. Yes, I was molded by it. Booyah'd by it.
Booyah'd by it.
I watched whatever the fuck I felt like. I mean, that's fair.
That was like my kids discovered a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Netflix, and then Jesse and I like broke down the rap, and they were like,
nice.
It was cool.
Reading your books tomorrow. That's fair.
What books are you reading tomorrow?
Yeah, what are you?
I think Flash Ray Shop was closed.
If you haven't gotten to read, what are you excited to read?
Yeah, what's the very next book that everyone is going to read? Your next on deck. Mine is probably Ooh.
Nat said Mercy 5, Texas Blood, and Year 0.
Mercy 5 is good. I still haven't
4,
caught up on Undiscovered.
Oh yeah, Undiscovered. Catch up.
I might do Undiscovered, or I might do Mercy, or we'll see.
That Mercy cover is lit.
It could turn into Injustice 2, because a lot of times I'm reading that first to make sure that I get my DC points.
That didn't come out this week.
No, it didn't. It's not. It's going to be the next one that I'm probably going to read, because I'm probably going to shut this off and go and read it.
Two Gun says that Texas Blood 3 as well. That's a solid get excited pick.
Mm-hmm.
Last God 8 from Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Grit 2 earlier. Love it. Oh,
Yep.
there we go.
I'm going to give one spoiler though.
No.
For the 3 Jokers. There are 3 Jokers in that book.
Wow, that is
boom.
Fucking asshole.
I had to make a dad joke before.
I'm gonna have to hear about. I'm gonna have to hear about this on Twitter now.
Is there though?
Exactly.
Who knows?
Is there though? Because
Scout is nailing it.
Because if there is, or if there isn't, ripped off.
Not gonna feel good.
Wouldn't it be funny if I had a fake mustache all along and I just rip it off and everyone's like, whoa.
You have 2 or 3 of them in varying degrees of mustache.
That's literally from today. How do you think things work, Nat? That's
you have to send us those.
Yeah, if you want to send us them, I'll make it a thing.
Did you today ship them?
Yeah, same day delivery from Florida.
And for everyone that's confused, in our description below, we have a Discord. We talk about random stuff, mostly comics, sometimes wrestling, but they are in different channels.
I made emojis for it. It's great.
Yeah, we have Metal Shark stuff. So if you guys are into Metal Shark Bro, there are emojis for that.
Bro, you into Metal Shark Bro?
Also, it's the last day to order Volume 2. Tomorrow is on previews. If you haven't already seen on Poser's Twitter, comment on it.
For what?
For Metal Shark Bros Volume 2, tomorrow is the last day to order it from previews. While I'm saying that, maybe I'll find that post and then tell my shop to get it.
The other thing we should probably mention is that Saturday on the live show, this Saturday, in 3 4 days, we're gonna have a pretty cool interview with David Papose. Papose? I don't know how to say it.
We'll understand before we go live. We'll
find out how to pronounce his name. But he has a cool Kickstarter for the OZ, which there's previews for it on his Kickstarter. That it's like a blend of Hurt Locker, kind of like military Afghanistan type stuff, but in the world of the Wizard of Oz. It's super cool. His Kickstarter is going nuts. They have $30,000.
2 hours they were funded.
$30,000 for a 6,000 goal.
Yeah, so 2 hours they were funded.
809 backers. It is.
Kevin Eastman gave him a shout out.
Yep, Kevin Eastman. If you pledge, you get Drawing Blood #1 from Kevin Eastman, which is another awesome series.
There you go.
So if you are free Saturday night, you should come check that out because it's going to be cool. And
we're going to be doing a live interview for the first time. So you can see us fumble.
Kickstarter
and you can also ask questions, which is going to be the best. If you have a question to ask, you can throw it in the chat and we can hear about it.
He wrote Spencer and Locke, which is like a Calvin and Hobbes but adult book.
Yep.
And
have you read it?
He sent me. Yeah, I have, and it's awesome.
Are they detectives, or did I just make that up in my brain?
Yeah, no, he's like a detective, and he has his panther stuffed animal from childhood that he still brings along with him, and so it's kind of murder mystery CSI type stuff with. It's very like Calvin and Hobbes, but it's not Calvin and Hobbes, and I don't know that there's really like the philosophy side of it, but just kind of that, I don't want to say gimmick of like pretend friend or whatever in that world. It's also very cool. He has another book,
Imaginary friend.
Imaginary friend.
Or
That's-
That's
pretend.
the word you're looking for.
I mean,
Pretendo friendos.
pretend for it's kind of the same.
For friend.
But yeah, it's cool, and we'll be talking about that on Saturday. But
Yeah,
I
and
didn't forget to mention that.
I'm sure a tweet will happen, and
Probably a few.
just show up, ask a question. You can watch us try to do an interview live. Should be fun.
Bring your popcorn.
Always bring your popcorn to Saturday. Saturday is snack night. So-
And your beer.
Did I miss the pants check earlier?
Yes, you did.
It's there.
There you go.
There you
Look
go.
at that. Cole's the only one not pantsing.
I'm wearing shorts because it's hot and I'm a sweaty big guy.
Shorts. Are they your biking shorts?
Like shorts,
They're
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. And see you Saturday. Thanks for getting wrapped up with us. I'm
Wrap
Todd.
it up.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Nick.
And this was This Week in Comics.
This week.
This week.
This week in
Oh,
comics.
right.
This week in comics. Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.